And referee Eddie Lennie now just checking his watch, checking with his linesman. There it is, the game underway here at Bosley Park. Both of these two teams with solid starts to the season. Popovic now for Sydney United. Pitch in magnificent condition. Here's Zdrilic, Enes. Trajkovski, the right fullback. Sydney United playing the possession game. Of course, Sydney United with the benefit of a fortnight's break. Bingley in there smartly for Marconi. Strong challenge though from Kupresak. Foster now. Craig Foster did have a spell at Sydney United. He really didn't make the impact he desired, of course. As Trajkovski now motors forward, the Marconi defence is backed off. There's room on the right side for Zdrilic. That's a good interception by Longo. And in the back of Harper was Babic, according to the referee. The free kick quickly taken. Maloney running out of room, needs support. Here's Ravanello. And it's a tough ball there from Maloney towards Foster. He's done ever so well there, Craig Foster. Souris now. Awaritefe. Still Marconi in possession. And there's a good turn by Awaritefe. Popovic across. Good strong play by the Marconi striker. There's a second man in there for Sydney United. Still he goes forward. Awaritefe now forced back away from the box. And the return pass from Foster a little too strong. That's a good early sign there as far as Marconi is concerned. Enes dropping deep. Switch finds Trajkovski. Good play this by Sydney United. They've kept possession for a good spell now. Shot blocked there by Bingley. Room now for Trajkovski, if he can deliver a good cross. There's problems for Marconi, low and flat, and the man at the near post was Moric. But the ball came off DeMarigny. It'll be a corner. No, it won't be. Popovic, in fact, appealing for the corner. That seemed to be a clear corner to me.
And the replay shows that you see the header here. Good cross. Have a go this cross from Trajkovski. Beautiful bender in behind. Moric gets the header and it's straight on to JohnPaul and out for a corner.
Well, the referee seeing it otherwise. Marconi finally win possession back. Sydney United look a little more composed at the moment than Marconi. Bertie Mariani.
Yeah, they're keeping possession, as we said earlier. They were really taunting the Marconi defence there, and that was another example where they sprayed the ball around for about 8 passes right across the park. And it's making it very hard for Marconi to get themselves organised in defence.
Tony Popovic, the inspirational captain for Sydney United. Here they come again, the black shirts, and a foul there by Maloney, who's already had a card. So he appeals for some clemency from the referee. He gets it. Kupresak. DeMarigny now. Up the line is Awaritefe. Hooked away there by Kupresak. Zdrilic. Longo in there though smartly for Marconi. Marusic, good turn away from Ravanello. Lovely skills. The early ball in is a dangerous one. Problems for Souris. DeMarigny up as well. Still not cleared. Eventually Longo hacks the ball away. Sydney United definitely the more composed team on the ball. They're spreading the ball wide. They're getting the width they want from both flanks. It's been a good start. Here come Marconi though. Onside is Awaritefe. Well, that was a late call from the linesman. That was a very late call from the linesman. A wry smile there from Francis Awaritefe.
Squeeze up! Squeeze up! There we go!
Good work there by DeMarigny. Here's Souris. And the ball finds Awaritefe. Harper checks his run. And the cross blocked eventually. Still Awaritefe going forward, and he's won a corner. Good play there by Awaritefe, who was isolated on that far side. Only Andy Harper in the middle for Marconi. They've won the corner though. So some defending to do for Sydney United and their goalkeeper Zeljko Kalac. Maloney with the shot and off the crossbar in the end. So the best opportunity of the game. Brad Maloney with the volley. A rehearsed corner this one. Left in fact by Zeljko Kalac. And fortunately for Sydney United off the crossbar with Trajkovski on the line.
I don't think he had much option here, Michael. Brad Maloney would like to say he saw Zeljko off the line and perfectly volleyed it into the ground. But in the end, it would have been a freakish goal with Kalac right off the line.
Well, that's the closest either team has come to scoring after 25 minutes. And a little bit unlucky there, Brad Maloney. Perhaps a sign that Marconi are starting to get themselves back into the game after absorbing a fair amount of pressure from the visiting team. Here's Babic now. Perhaps a bit of shirt pulling there from Souris. The free kick quickly taken down that left side. Enes threads it towards Milicic. The cover was there in the form of Paul Souris. Corner now for Sydney United.
Marconi, they're very unfocused, Michael. We saw a free kick taken quickly, and really the defensive formation of Marconi didn't adjust well at all. Luckily for Souris, he tracked his man and got in a very good desperation tackle.
Popovic moves forward for Sydney United. Babic, Kupresak also in there. Zdrilic is strong in the air. And fisted away by Catlin, still in there. Awaritefe helps it on, and Bingley eventually clears. Foster can break now for Marconi. Well, that's a very strong challenge from Mark Babic. Zdrilic lines up the shot. It takes an awkward bounce, and in the end dealt with well by Bob Catlin. That was a difficult bounce right in front of his body, the shot coming from Zdrilic. And in the end, he had no alternative but to just palm it away for a corner.
Yeah, Zdrilic is very dangerous anyway. You can see him, he just takes the dirt with him, and Bob Catlin was down and had to readjust, and a good palm away in the end.
Another corner for Sydney United, this time to be taken by Marusic on this right side, the out swinger. Low and hard, away by Longo. Here's Moric now, operating on this right side. Cross blocked by DeMarigny. Now onto his left foot. Dropping in behind the defence. Forward is Popovic across the face of goal. Brave keeping there by Catlin once again. Well, that was a good opportunity fashioned by Sydney United. And the man instrumental was Popovic, who stayed forward after the corner. Still Marconi with some defending to do. Zdrilic closed down by Longo, and he's won another corner.
Yeah, but a good deep flighted ball and a great header across the goal. Here we see, lays the ball in, and first of all parried by JohnPaul, and then comes back out. He sizes it up, has a look, and hits it deep. Popovic back in, and probably a little bit too much beef on the cross.
We're into stoppages now at the end of this first half. Still no score between these two fierce rivals. Really, the chances few and far between. And there is the whistle from the referee, Eddie Lennie. So Marconi 0, Sydney United 0. As the second half gets underway, it's no score between Sydney United and Marconi. Here's Ravanello, tracked by Bilokapic. Good determination by Ravanello. Foster taking up a position on this right side. Wants to take on Popovic, and the deflection falls easily into the arms of Kalac. His quick throw releases Marusic. Marusic pushing forward into the hole for Sydney United. Here he goes on a run. Enes. Moric has shifted forward, left for Milicic, and the shot lacking the direction and power to threaten that Marconi goal. Sydney United playing a very attacking formation. Zdrilic and Milicic the furthest forward. Marusic sitting behind them, causing Marconi some problems in defence. There was Milicic drifting wide to get the shot. Kupresak clean through now. Zdrilic against the keeper. Here's a chance for Sydney United. 1-0. David Zdrilic left wide open in the heart of that Marconi defence. He made them pay. And the visitors take the lead early in the second half. Satisfaction for Culina, and some problems there for Marconi. They were badly exposed by United's movement off the ball, and the smile says it all. David Zdrilic has put his team in front. The goal coming just 4 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, and here we have Moric again. The release this time is the difference. They released the ball very quickly out of the midfield. A good one touch there by Marusic, knowing Zdrilic was there. Took his time, set the goalkeeper and the defender up, and beautifully slotted to the keeper's right-hand side.
Yes, the quick release by Moric, and all of a sudden they had the extra man, Sydney United. Zdrilic took his time, he picked his spot. That's a good clinical finish by David Zdrilic. And Marconi now behind the 8 ball, trailing 1-0 early in the second half. And they'll have to come up with some fresh ideas, Marconi. Here's the free kick, though. To be taken by Foster. Low and flat. Cleared by Kupresak. And here they are on the break once again. It's 3 against 3. Moric delivers the ball wide right. Is Milicic. He goes past Souris into the box. And a desperate bit of defending by Marconi. 2-0 now. Ante Moric. Well, the game's been turned on its head. Sydney United with the swiftest of counter-attacks. And Ante Moric with an invaluable goal there. Once again, Marconi undermanned, though, at the back.
Yeah, and we see Milicic here. What great play. He accelerates past the player. A little bit of a bad tackle, and here we have Moric on his right foot. He'll remember that for a long, long time. He doesn't score too many. But look at this play by Milicic. Under immense pressure by Souris here. And a good shot on the turn by Moric here. Great shot with his non-favoured foot.
That's certainly a collector's item for Ante Moric, the right foot goal. And look at that scoreline. Within the space of 2 minutes, Sydney United have taken the game by the throat. Marconi-Fairfield now staring down the barrel. The visiting fans starting to find their voice. Goals from Moric and Zdrilic. And Sydney United, who we suggested were the stronger of the two teams in the first half, now starting to get their reward. What can Marconi do from here?
It's a difficult one, Michael. I mean, 2 goals in that first 5 minutes of the second half. They're killer blows. And it will be a really championship effort if Marconi can pull it back. But again, they've just got to keep playing at their game, keep penetrating, trying to get into that attacking third, get it wide, and just continue. They pull one back, it's 2-1, then the pressure's back on Sydney United. But it's not over here by a long shot.
Certainly plenty of time for Marconi, but Sydney United will be full of confidence now. They've got their noses in front in this local derby against Marconi. And 2 examples of some clinical finishing, really. Both goals coming on the break. Marconi lacking numbers at the back. And Marusic Very clever player for Sydney United. Change is now about to be made by Manfred Schaefer. That's no surprise. Will probably be Sean Babic, a former Sydney United player, who's going to get his chance as Sydney United come forward. Once again, Marusic now against the keeper. And a little bit perhaps too unselfish there, Kresimir Marusic. Tried to cut the ball back for Milicic. Marconi this time getting back when it mattered. But Sydney United are tearing Marconi apart. The Marconi defence all at sea here. And Manfred Schaefer now forced to make changes. He's chasing the game. And what a situation this is for Sean Babic, a player, of course, who spent all of his career at Sydney United. Corner now taken from the right, the header down. A mistake almost made there by Longo, cleaned up in the end by Catlin. Sydney United full of confidence, working the ball around well. The switch by Enes. Getting back though was Holst. Good battling play by Awaritefe, and he's gone in late there on Moric. Enes. Zdrilic has drifted wide, and Longo gets a header, and he didn't know much about it though, Dominic Longo. But the important thing was he got a touch. And Awaritefe there just unable to find Babic. Kupresak in there quickly. Here's Zdrilic, the keeper comes, and the shot sliced wide there by Zdrilic. Sydney United pouncing on that Marconi mistake. And it was Kupresak who fed it through to Zdrilic. Catlin out quickly to close the angles, and the shot across the face of goal. The whole situation as far as Marconi are concerned. Here's Bilokapic. To his left is Zdrilic. He goes into the middle instead. Zeljko feeds Enes. Zeljko through the middle against the keeper. And there it is. Zeljko, a clinical finish. And that's the ball game. Sydney United find their third goal. Just 5 minutes left in the match. And the substitute strikes, showing all his experience. Cool, calm and collected finish there from Zeljko. And a bleak situation looks even bleaker for Marconi.
Yeah, what a great professional finish here. What a good ball by Robbie Enes. Just weighted it perfectly. Look how the player sits the keeper down, just a little chip over it. Perfect finish. But good play again. Look at Enes, he sets it up. He knows exactly what's happening, sees the play, and a perfect pass. Deceives the defence of Marconi and allows Zeljko to slot through.
Sean Babic just battling away there against big odds and closed down quickly. Here's Maloney. And Zdrilic is taking an injury to his hand. There's a great header from Andy Harper, virtually out of nothing. Well, Zeljko Kalac is 6'7". He needed every one of those inches to get on the end of that. Andy Harper alert to the situation, the looping header. And big Zeljko forced to backpedal to make the save. Yeah,
and a good ball by Zoric though also. Pinpoint. Andy Harper probably felt Zeljko more than saw him off the line and just tried to lob him. But it's going to have to be some header to lob Zeljko.
Andy Harper trying to find a consolation for Marconi. Here's Babic. Past Popovic, across to the back post. Awaritefe waits for the bounce. In there is Harper. And Kupresak, with a strong challenge when it was needed, denies Marconi the consolation of a goal right at the death here. A good cutback by Awaritefe, but look at the man there in the right place, Kupresak. Corner for Marconi. They'll have to take it quickly. Low and hard and easily cleared there by Zdrilic. As referee Eddie Lennie blows the final whistle. The victory that mattered for Branko Culina. 3-0 it was against Marconi-Fairfield here at Bosley Park.